Hey guys, it's Cam and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, then welcome, and I really hope that you join the Cam fam by hitting that subscribe button down below. I do a bunch of makeup tutorials and reviews, hair and skincare videos, and even hauls like this one sometimes. So if you're into all things beauty, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss my videos. Alright, so I almost feel like I need to put a disclaimer in front of all of my videos over the next goodness knows how long, because I'm still like super swollen after surgery. It's really hard to emote, and you guys know I love making faces, but it's so hard to do that right now, so just bear with me. I do eventually want to upload like a whole recovery video, but I want to be fully recovered so that I can kind of like discuss everything that happened in hindsight. And apparently with this like whole swelling issue that I'm having, that could take months to resolve, unfortunately, which is great because I'm not just going to stop doing videos for months. So I may end up having some cortisone shots done. I don't know. I'm just rolling with this, you know? I know that this is not what I'm going to end up looking like yet. So just bear with me, guys. And hopefully I get to my end result like sooner rather than later. So today I'm doing a huge Sephora haul. You know, they had the whole like 20% off Rouge, Vib, whatever sale. Actually, I believe I was an insider before I did this haul, and I think I'm Vib now. I don't know. I don't really keep track of it. But the reason I did this haul is because they were having a sale, and I've been saving up my credit card rewards all year. And that's kind of when I do my hauls. So I think I had like $500 in rewards. I didn't even spend it all yet. So I know I spent about like $300 at Sephora and then close to just under another $100 at Ulta. So you guys will see that as well. But I got a lot of stuff in front of me, and it's not all new stuff. Some of these I believe are just classics that I really wanted to have in my collection, as you'll see. But I really think that they're absolutely worth it, and even if I didn't have the gift cards and was spending actual cash, then I would definitely still have bought these. So without further ado, let's get into it. First up, and this is actually the palette that I really wanted to dig in right away because it has such fall vibes, and this is what I'm wearing on my eyes today because I just could not resist it, is the Violet Voss HG palette. And I did actually see last year that I believe they gave this out in Boxy Luxe or the regular BoxyCharm box, but that's actually what got me into BoxyCharm, and I wanted to get that month's box and I didn't, and I'm like kicking myself right now because that was such a good box. But that's kind of like when I saw that box, that's how I got into BoxyCharm. So I really should have bought that month's box because then I would have had this palette. But because I didn't, because I'm dumb, I went out and bought it anyway. I still have it in the packaging. I put it back in the packaging even though I just used it. But this is like such a quintessential fall palette right here. And yeah, if you don't have this, like these shadows blended insanely beautifully. We're so pigmented. As you can see, this shimmer that I have in the center of my lid is just like so metallic and beautiful. And if you have this in your collection, then I'm probably going to be doing a lot of looks with it, either here or on my Instagram. And if you don't, then I highly recommend this palette because it's just got gorgeous neutrals, but it also has those amazing warm tones for doing fall looks with. I know that this is probably considered like an oldie palette, but I feel like it's such a goodie, and I really felt like it was missing from my collection, so I definitely had to have this one. All right, next up we have another oldie palette. I do know that she just came out with the Mercury Retrograde palette, but again, I really wanted to stock my collection with some tried and true palettes. So I did get the new nude palette from Huda Beauty. I can probably call it the old nude palette now, but it's new to me. So I'm definitely really excited. I know this is like more pink toned, and I used to hate wearing pink eyeshadow. I had this like weird thought that it made me look like I had pink eye, so I never did pink eyeshadow. And since I started doing it, I'm just obsessed with doing pink eyeshadow. So I definitely felt like I had to have this palette, especially just because of like all of these, you know, crushed pearl shimmers. I'm sure like I don't even need to show you guys these because there's been a million reviews on this palette. I'm sure you guys have seen how gorgeous this palette is. And when it came out last year, like I just wasn't in a position to be able to afford it and get it. So I just, yeah, really felt like I needed to have it in my collection. And watch next year is when I'll end up getting Mercury Retrograde or something. So next up, I actually got this little quad from Anastasia Beverly Hills. that I kind of curated myself. I know they have these on sale right now at both Sephora and Ulta, and they've been on sale, I feel like, for a while. Each of these individual eyeshadows is normally $12 each, and if you create this little like quad at either Ulta or Sephora, and you actually get the little palette with them too, the total comes out to $32. So normally like 4 of these would be $48, and then you get the palette and it comes out to $32. So they're a really good deal, and I just really wanted to get these colors because I have this vision of looks that I want to do that are all like pastel-y and pretty and mystical. So I'm working on completing my eyeshadow collection with a few more shades before I start doing these looks. But anyway, I'm going to swatch these for you. So this one is Star Cobalt. Then I have Enchanted. Then I have Prussian Blue. And this last one is Gemstone. So these are the shades that I got. And as you can see, they're very sort of gemstone-y, pastel-y. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing some looks with like that kind of vibe coming up. So as far as actual like holiday sets from Sephora, I didn't really get much. If you've been here at my channel for a little while, then you know which one I had to get. And that is the Olaplex hair set. You know I could not pass up the opportunity to get this. This was $58, but it's an $84 value. And so you get the number 6 in here, which I love. I like haven't even put a dent in my other bottle of number 6, but I use it like every single time I wash my hair. It's absolutely amazing. You do get trial sizes of the number 4 and the number 5, which is the shampoo and conditioner. And I actually haven't reviewed that on my channel and haven't went out and specifically bought it. I've really hesitated on them, and I'll kind of explain why when I actually put up a review on these. But I did want to get these to be able to try them out for you and put up a proper review on them, just in case my personal philosophy on them does end up being wrong. I'm going to use these for a while and then let you guys know my thoughts on them and whether they're actually worth going out and getting the full sizes of. But that's another reason why I wanted to get this set, because it did let me like get trial sizes of these just in case I was underwhelmed. So we'll see. Again, it was a really good value because ultimately the number 3 you basically end up paying like $2 for. So I figured why not. So I'm really happy that they made this a whole set. I'm gonna be stocked on Olaplex for a while. And then just really quickly, I got the Hydration Stars from First Aid Beauty. I love First Aid Beauty. They are one of my favorite skincare brands because I do have sensitive skin, and I just feel like everything in the brand is so amazing, so soothing, because everything has colloidal oatmeal in it. So this one comes with 2 ounces of the Ultra Repair Cream, and I use this on my face sometimes. I use this as a hand cream. It's amazing for both. So I always like having like little travel sizes of this around to throw in my purse or put on my nightstand. And it also comes with the Ultra Repair Lip Therapy, which I've been really wanting to try because currently all I really use on my lips is like Rosebud Salve, and I've been using that for years, and I just kind of want to see what else is out there. And since I already know that I love this brand, I just figured I'm probably going to love this lip balm. So yeah, this was just $12. It's a really good deal, especially if you're looking to try out some of their products. They always have amazing value sets, and they have them at different price ranges. So I already know that I love this cream, so I definitely wanted to pick this up. And then lastly, but certainly not least, I picked up a bunch of stuff from Moroccanoil just because I wanted to take advantage of the sale, make these products more affordable. So I did get the big 3.4 ounce of the original Moroccanoil treatment. I always need a good hair oil, and sometimes I just like to put hair oil on my hair repeatedly throughout the day. So I go through hair oil a lot, and I've used this one before. I really love it. I'm not sure how much I like it compared to my current Kerastase one that I use. So I'm going to see, because I haven't used it in like years. So I'll be able to compare them a little bit. I also got the Moisture Repair Shampoo just because I just ran out of shampoo, and I really wanted to try everything like complimentary from the brand so that way I could really get a good feel for everything. And then I also got the Intense Hydrating Mask. I had actually asked for a sample of this a few weeks ago before I went out and bought it, just because, especially with something like a mask, It's really individual how it's going to respond to your hair. I know this may weigh down some people's hair, and I do actually have very fine hair, but this doesn't weigh my hair down, but it might weigh down your hair. So when I got the sample, I loved how luscious it made my hair feel. But again, sometimes that does happen just because you're switching your hair routine to a new product. And so because your hair isn't used to the product, you get good results. So I'm really curious to see what kind of difference this is going to make in my hair with continued use. Let me know if you guys want an update on these Moroccan oil products to see if they're really worth the price, because I do kind of have like a whole line of them now, so I'll be able to like better form an opinion on how effective they are. Then I went and picked up some stuff from Ulta because I also redeemed some of my credit card points for Ulta gift cards. The first thing I got is just some micellar water from La Roche-Posay. I use micellar water a lot, like I really blow through it to remove my makeup, sometimes just to wash my face in the morning without going in with like an actual cleanser. But I've really started loving the micellar waters from like the French skincare brands like La Roche-Posay, like Avène, because they do all have that like French thermal spring water, and I don't know what it is about it, but it is just so soothing and just makes cleaning your face or removing makeup just more gentle and more hydrating. And so I've definitely made like a conscious decision to specifically seek out more of the skincare products from these like French brands, or as you'll see, the K-beauty brands. Which brings me to this next product, which is the 2-in-1 Poreless Power Liquid from CosRx. And I think this brand makes the best toners in my opinion. They really do like tighten your pores, make your blackheads diminish, especially after my nose job recently. If you have any experience with that, basically your skin kind of freaks out after it and gets really, really oily, especially on your nose. And because I had to cast over it for a week, it just got really gunky underneath there, and it was really tender to the touch. I couldn't really use like a face wash on it. So I definitely used a lot of these toners on cotton pads to kind of mitigate the situation, because it was a situation, I'm telling you. So this has BHA, and I'm currently using one that only has BHA from them, but this one also has tannins in it, which is supposed to help tighten your pores even more. And I already noticed like a really big difference in my pores from using the other one by them. So this one's supposed to be even better. I have the one with like red on it. You know what? Let me go grab it actually. Right now I currently just have the natural BHA one from them, but this one is supposed to be better than that one and tighten your pores even more. So I'm really excited to see how this performs compared to the other one basically. So next up, I'm really excited about this product. I actually have it like all over my face today. I used it to set my face except for my under eyes where I just used my regular pressed powder. But this is the Revolution Pro Skin Finish, and it looks a little dark in the pan. I got this in the shade Radiance, and I was a little scared that it was going to be too dark for me, especially because I bought it with the intention of putting it all over my face. And I was like, I'm really pale right now. I'm not self-tanning currently. I don't know if this is going to work for me, but I'm going to swatch this for you guys. And it really is just like this gorgeous champagne-y shade. So as you can see, it just added this like radiance where I put it. And these are supposed to be dupes for the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. And I was actually half tempted to get their palette at Sephora this year during the sale. I know it's $80, but I always wanted to try them. And I guess what kind of like pushed me to not get it was the packaging this year. I felt like it was really cheap, not luxury looking. And I was like, if I'm gonna buy a palette from them, I want it to look like, you know, the other years where it was this nice, luxurious looking packaging. And I didn't want to get the one with like the cheap, clear plastic packaging. So I decided not to pick that up, but this was only $8. And seriously, it just adds this amazing glow to your skin. I generally have very combination skin, so mostly my nose and my chin will get oily, and my cheeks and even actually my forehead tend to be more on the dry side. So if I over powder them, like you'll see, they'll look cakey really, really fast. And I typically like to set more with like pressed powders because they're a lot lighter on the skin. But even recently, because it's gotten colder outside, I feel like I've just looked cakier and cakier. But this made my skin just look so glowy, not cakey, moisturized, and it just gives you this like gorgeous lit from within glow. I literally like piled this on this morning. I was like, I want it all over my face. I want to bathe in it. And I love the way that it made my skin look. I feel like, exactly, it just gives you that ambient lighting, but you don't know like what it is about it, look. So I'm really, really excited about this. I highly recommend this. Again, it's only $8 at Ulta. I recommend swatching them just to make sure you get like a good shade for you. Again, this one's in the shade Radiance, and I'm not exactly sure which Hourglass powder shade this is supposed to be a dupe for, but I do know that it gives basically the same effect to your skin. Again, I highly recommend this. Like, I can't believe it's only $8. All right, next up, I got the California Love palette from ColourPop. Now, normally when I get my ColourPop products, I order them off of their website, but they don't always have sales, especially on their eyeshadow palettes going on. So since I did have an Ulta gift card and they were doing 20% off, I decided to get it at Ulta. But this is just a gorgeous neutral palette. I love, again, all the different finishes in it. They always have the most gorgeous pressed glitters and shimmers in them. And even though it's kind of got like summery vibes, I definitely feel like you can use this in the fall. So I'm really excited to start doing looks with it. I absolutely love the color scheme, and I just highly recommend ColourPop shadows. They blend really well, they feel so high quality, and they're super affordable. I think this palette was like 18 bucks and I got it for 20% off. So again, a crazy good deal. And then last but not least, I did just go out and get the new James Charles mini palette. This is the smaller one with the mirror, and it retails for $26. I'm really glad I waited and I didn't get the original James Charles palette. Again, sometimes it is a good thing to wait on new releases because I feel like this is a much better value, and I like so rarely hit pan on eyeshadows, especially in palettes, that I feel like the mini size is definitely more than enough for me. I did want to get this palette because I feel like the possibilities with it are endless. I've seen so many people create what I feel like are amazing looks with it, and I was just like, I want to get in on this. So I did go out and get this. Speaking of really good values, I'm actually kind of like kicking myself right now because a couple of days ago at Ulta, this was actually on sale with like the eye brush set, and the eye brush set normally goes for $59, but for a couple of days you could get both of these for $59. So I really wish I'd done that and waited on getting this again, because I think I got this like a few days after it came out. So I guess the moral of this haul, not that like it needs to have a moral, is have patience, because good things come to those who wait sometimes. I feel like you don't always need to get new releases like right as they come out, and sometimes it's just good to wait to see if something really is tried and true and tested. And exactly, sometimes if you wait, there's great deals to be had, because like not even a couple weeks after I got the James Charles mini palette did they have this like amazing combination sale. So I should have waited. I didn't. I definitely learned my lesson. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta hold on to your coin until you see a really, really good sale. So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments which one of the palettes that I got you most want to see looks with, and which one I should kind of dig into first, even though I already like dug into the HG palette. But yeah, I want to know which one of these palettes most of you already have in your collection. And I'm like super late to the party, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul with me. I don't always go on these crazy shopping sprees, but when I do, I definitely want to share them with you. And if you want to stick around, then here's a couple more videos by me that you can watch. And if you haven't already, don't forget to click on my face right here because it'll subscribe you to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, loves.